What's going on, guys? El Topo Loco here with my buddy and partner in crime, Mr. Johnny Teo,
What up?
who came in top 4 today at the last PPG Qualifier
Homie.
in Connecticut. And tell us about what you played today, man.
Yeah, so I picked up this deck last night because I figured why not? Dark Broly, just swing 30-30-30. That's my kind of style. I like that kind of stuff. So I picked the deck up last night, and today in Swiss, I went undefeated. I only intentionally drew with Joey.
Yeah, I know about the intentional draws, but
Yeah.
I don't know one more round.
I only lost 2 games in Swiss. One was to a secret cell Venom that I wasn't expecting. Shout out to Eric Hill. And the second game I lost was because Reboot Gohan just opened the Stone Cold Nuts. Every other game
I mean, the deck can do it all.
I do.
I
do hit on my opponents. That's still the way to say it. And then in top, I 2-0'd Blue Baby, and then I lost to Danny Wynn in the mirror because, as I said, this is my first day playing this, so I didn't have very much experience with the.
and he had the nutsack.
He did. He had the heartfelt. Shout out to him. All right, cool. So let's get into it. So obviously this is mandatory.
Yeah. Show us the main core package.
I'm playing 3 of this. I'm not playing the Dark Aura Deluge because I want this to be a turn 1 play. Space is really tight in here, and by herself, the Dark Aura Deluge doesn't do much.
You want consistency.
Yeah, I need balls. I need all the balls. Speaking of balls,
Oh,
all the
boy.
balls. Yeah, gotta have this. You can't.
Who's not playing 4 balls? If you're not playing 4 balls, you're bad. In the words of Anthony
Ball.
Hernandez, you're bad. Shout out to Anthony. He's a homie.
Mandatory. You can get away with 3, to be honest. You probably don't need the 3rd, to be honest. So yeah, that's mandatory.
You just contradicted yourself, but you continue. It's fine.
No, sorry. I mean these cards.
I know the blocker.
The 8, 11.
Do you think 3's fine with the blocker? Or?
Yeah, 3 is fine.
All right.
Yeah. He's not as impactful as the other ones. Okay, and then this. Oh my goodness. You have to play this. These cards are so good.
Heartfelt Plea.
Heartfelt Plea is the answer to the mirror. Both games against Danny, he just had the Heartfelt, and I just didn't. So the amount of advantage this gains is incredible.
And it's really pretty.
Yeah, you have to have 4, because this is by himself. Even if you didn't play Heartfelt, by himself, being able to just burn your opponent is nuts. Or Trishula them if you played Yu-Gi-Oh.
Not only are they swinging 30Ks at you,
Exactly.
but they're burning you now too.
Yeah. Also, he restands. What?
Yeah.
That's crazy. But these 2, insane. You can't don't come up to me and say I'm gonna play Dark Broly without Heartfelt. You have to play this. The card.
Nobody said that, bro. Nobody said that.
Because the thing is, even if you have this, it's never dead in your hand because you will just summon this off the 1-drop. You won't get the effect because you only get the effect if you evolve over something, over a 6-drop. But
But it gets around Meki, so when they call Broly 6,
yes.
you still
Oh my
have
God.
a play.
In my top 8 match, my opponent summoned Meki Cabra. Oh, actually, I'll get into that story later. I'll get into that. Oh, remind me. All right, 4 super combo, so good. This super combo, I've drawn into super combo after super combo. Yeah, this
Must feel so good in the words Kadabaro.
It's really good. Gravy. This card's really good in setting up and extending your plays. I think you have to have at least 2. You can get away with 3 or 4, but I think 2 is fine. He's a really good extender.
Yeah.
It makes it so that you don't have to pitch cards from your hand.
You can also summon it if you don't have anything to do that turn.
Yeah. He's
it's an extra
2-drop.
swing on the Violet Rays.
Exactly. 2 Champa or Kai, whichever. 2 is fine. I thought about playing Kraken Space Time, but then Miguel was like, that card is butt.
I'm sorry, Eddie, but that card is butt.
No, I agree. This was fine at 2. All day.
Oh, man.
All right, I'm going to go into the spice a little bit later. 3 Mechi. So this card is pretty good. Mostly because he can get you your balls, and we need balls. So, yeah, pretty good.
And it's probably pretty good in the mirror or against random decks that or linear, you know?
Yeah. Red Broly.
Yeah,
as well.
Red Broly, Green Gotenks.
I kind of made this deck to beat Red Broly. I only played 1 Red Broly, but it's there. 2 of this. You probably don't need 3, to be honest. He costs 2 energy. He gets you a lot of value, but he does cost 2 energy. And there were times when... So you need 5 black Overarm cards, and there were times I didn't have 5, so rip.
It covers, I believe it covers the matchups that are bad for Broly. So like
Yeah,
I believe
yeah.
that card against blue is super solid.
Oh yeah, if he sticks.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Against green too, if he sticks, like you swing with this first, he'll dormant. That's like 3 cards out of their hand right there. And they're like they got to deal with the 30.
Valley City.
Yeah. This is nuts. Not only he's an overwhelm that fixes your graveyard afterwards, he saves you. This card saved me from. I played against Reba Gohan last round of Fist.
That's your deck though, man.
Homie went like 90k triple strike on the leader. I was like, okay, let me brainwash. I almost still lost.
You lost your damn mind,
I almost
boy.
still lost that game. Okay, like he went off. Like I almost still lost that by 10k. I had 10k. All right, the negates. We're playing 2 Power Burst and 2 Petrification. This card is supposed to be for Red Broly, and it got in there against Red Broly. It gives me time, and the more time I have, the more 30Ks I'm swinging at your face. You know what I mean?
Told you, man. It's a good card.
Yeah. And also, there was a time I played against Dark Broly in Swiss. He summoned 2 Dark Brolys. He swung with one. I Petrification the other, so he couldn't attack.
Nice.
Yeah. This is also the only card in the game that stops pending autos. So if against launch, if they go Alliance Piccolo, swing, if you Petrification it, they won't get the
They won't get the draw, yeah.
Yeah. Which is really good.
Or the burn.
Yeah. And I also I froze a Hatchiyak Secret Red City.
It also gives you an answer to sell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If they don't rip it out of your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear people out here drop and sell on turn 2. It's a new wave, man.
Oh my god. I cannot stress to you how insane
It's
this
Michael
card
Jackson,
is.
bro.
Yeah, shout out to Miguel for because he was the one who put me on this. This card is insane. I played against Eric Hill round 1 and he didn't have dormant, so I smelled blood. This card allowed me to swing with 5 30Ks, a Belmod, Heartfelt, an Overwhelm, and a Leader. Because this not only extends your plays, but he's a beefy 20K. Like,
Yeah.
he's getting in there. Like,
He's also a blocker. Like,
Yeah.
people forget.
that too.
But you swing with it most of the time.
Yeah. So back to that story about in top 8, my opponent top 2 for Mechikabra. I had a Toa. I had 3 cards, so I summoned this. I popped his Mechikabra, and then I evolved. What did I do? I evolved this over a Dark Broly, burned him for 1, and then summoned this on top, all in the same turn. So Mechikabra against this deck, it's kind of good, kind of not. It's like 50-50. If your opponent has this and they Mechikabra you,
It doesn't matter.
you still die.
I realized today that Meki is it's stronger against I would say Gotenks and Red Broly. I don't
Yeah.
think it's as strong against Dark Broly because they
just do this.
they can also just take off a turn.
Yeah. But this came in clutch all day. This card was awesome. Like, incredible.
Topo Loco Text, baby.
Exactly. Got, like, do yourself a favor. If you're playing Dark Broly, just play this.
Mr. Hee Hee.
And then this is the last minute edition. This is the 51st and 52nd card. There's 52 cards in this deck. In testing, I was losing. It felt really bad when my opponent had Violent Rays. So this makes it so that Violent Rays makes them lose 3 cards off their hand. It's pretty much for Violent Rays. It's offered for Blue Baby. Any decks that counter a lot.
Did it get in there today? How'd it do for you today?
It got in there against Blue Baby. Actually, I opened it
Yeah.
and I opened it both our games. And also, when they Trunks Heroic Prospect you can still swing with this. So when I did that, it got Mofubo'd. But this card is okay. Would I move it to the side for the future to play 50 cards? Probably. It's all right.
All right, let's see that sideboard.
All right, sideboard. This was in the main deck, but I moved it to the side.
Yeah.
And today I never sided him in. She's for like launch. Decks that go wide, like launch.
All right, real talk on this card. I played it today in my launch deck as well. This card basically says 40k beat stick for 1 energy.
Yeah.
The effect is actually like most of the time not relevant, because most of the time you're using it for game, especially if you throw a chomp on that.
Oh
and just
yeah.
like 50 double.
They're taking that.
Yeah, they're taking that.
For sure. Yeah, this is cool. If you have it, play it.
Yeah.
Inside, why not? This is for the mirror.
Card's nuts.
I never summoned him. I don't know what summoning him is like. So.
Oh man.
He's good in theory.
He's good.
He's good in theory. Yeah. Against Dark Broly, the mirror. Here we go. And then this is for aggro.
Yeah, man. This is how I lost in my last round of Swiss against Danny.
Yeah.
He played that on his last turn. We were in time, and I just couldn't.
Yeah.
I couldn't push. Couldn't do 4 damage. Tenacious.
Yeah, I side these for
For the mirror?
For the mirror, yeah. And this is also just for aggro. It's really good. This is for mecha. I didn't play against any mecha today. It's just good removal. It's more removal.
It's pretty good against launch too.
But it's
you get maximum value out of that card.
Yeah. This is to get under Violent Rays. It's the only overrealm that has double strike that can swing under Violent Rays. So this is for all the red decks.
You decided into that or no?
I did.
How'd it do for you?
The one time I summoned it, he out comboed. So I was like, damn. And then that was it. Yeah, because he's only 15k. Like it's okay. 15k double strike crit. They're comboing out of this.
Yeah.
Like
that card's low-key fun.
It's okay.
There's you could put better things there, but again, we made the side deck last minute.
I think it's necessary though to get in there for game. I don't know.
It's pretty good. A lot of people are also playing the Sun Goten from Draft Box that like restands itself by pitching a card just to get the Violent Rays.
Yeah, that could work too. This is for decks that don't let me.
I like this card, man.
Yeah. So against like yellow, when I have when they have the Vegeta Unison, this is a way to get rid of it. Swing, and scum.
Yeah. I'll give a shout out to I think it was Max team that actually started using this card in Dark Broly.
Oh yeah,
correct?
Yeah,
to get under Violent Rays. Yeah,
it's definitely pretty good.
Yeah,
for sure.
It's a good filter too.
Yeah, that's it. So against blue, I have one more with the Fighting Spirit, and also 2 of these. I only played blue in top. I didn't see them, but it's good in theory because Blue Baby is really good right now. So this kind of shuts them down.
Yeah, man. Yo, shout outs to our teammate Mike who dunked on me with Baby the other night.
Yeah.
Baby's good, man.
It is good. And the last 2 cards are Protector of the People. Low to the ground aggro decks, King Piccolo launch. I didn't test anything actually. All I tested yesterday was Invoker matchup, so I was pretty scared of launch. So that's what that's for. And then yeah, man. Who needs Paragus? He's a pirate.
All right, Johnny. So how do you feel about today? Like overall, like any shout outs?
Awesome, man. I only lost in like top 4, so this deck for my first
crazy,
time playing
dude.
It's nuts. It's so much fun. It's a Yu-Gi-Oh deck.
Yeah,
really good deck. Shout outs to my team, El Topo Loco. You already know.
Hell yeah, baby.
We're making waves in the
We're
community.
coming up.
We're going to we'll see you guys in Miami if you guys are there.
Dude. I'm coming to.
Y'all bring your A game.
Sweetie, I'm coming for that booty.
Shout out to Miguel. Shout out to Kyle. Shout out to Jonic. Jonic is the MVP.
There's the pie right there. Hey, Jonic. Here.
That's his sticker right there. Yeah, thanks guys.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching as always.
Stay local.